Democrat open borders plan to entrench single-party rule, explained in under 2 minutes. 1. Flood the country with untold millions of illegals by land, sea, and air from all over the world, enough to eclipse the populations of 36 individual U.S. states so far. 2. Prioritize the needs of these millions of non-citizens over the needs of the American citizen, with free flights, buses, hotels, meals, and phones, ensuring their loyalty to the political party that imported them. 3. Keep them in the country at all costs, even when they commit violent crime like murder and rape. Attack the language used to describe the criminals, as opposed to the criminals themselves. Slander critics as racist. 4. Ensure their privileges are made irrevocable with city and state sanctuary laws that act as population magnets. Codify permanent status and ensure non-cooperation with ICE. 5. Count the non-citizens in the census that will determine congressional apportionment in the House of Representatives. As of now, that would equal 13 extra congressional districts, a tremendous amount of electoral power. 6. Wage a massive, heavily funded lawfare campaign to change state voting laws that legalize mass mail-in ballots, no signature verification, and no proof of citizenship requirements, making it nearly impossible to prove voter fraud. 7. Lock in the permanent voting majority with campaign promises of lavish benefits and permanent privileges, enshrining generational fealty to the Democrat Party. 8. Win elections. 9. Entrenched single-party rule has been achieved. The best part? Your tax dollars are paying for it.
What you just watched was a video by Western Lensman. It was tweeted out by Elon Musk and it's gotten over 50 million views in just a little over a day. And it hits some very important points that I think we need to talk about and really exposes what's been going on for years now with the Democrats' open border policies. Number 1, flood the country with untold millions of illegals. We know under the Biden regime that 10 plus million illegals, criminal aliens, have entered the country illegally by land, sea, and air. Joe Biden has personally, in his administration, have flown them into the country, all right, using your taxpayer dollars. They say it's 10 plus million, but honestly, nowadays, it's probably closer to 13 to 15 million. Number 2, prioritize the needs of these millions of non-citizens. They are prioritizing the needs of these criminal aliens over the American people who are struggling right now. While their dollar is being devalued, inflation is absolutely destroying the middle and lower class. They give these criminal aliens thousands of dollars. They give them credit cards with money on them. They give them free food, luxury hotel rooms. In California, they allow them to get Medicare, all right, with their Medi-Cal program, where you can get free sex changes if you're a criminal alien. But yet, you as an American civilian, a law-abiding citizen, you are struggling more than ever these last 3 years, and the current administration couldn't give a damn about you because all they care about are these criminal aliens. Number 3, keep them in the country at all cost. How many American citizens have been killed, beaten, and raped by illegal criminal aliens in this country just the last few weeks? Every single day, it feels like there's a new story. Someone killed by an illegal, someone beaten by an illegal, and yet, will they deport them? No. And many of these Democratic strongholds, like New York, where they have their bail reform, they literally just let them right out. You guys remember that story of those migrants beating up the cop in New York City and how they were let out the same day? Absolutely disgusting. Attack the language used to describe the criminals. You guys remember at the State of the Union when Joe Biden mispronounced Laken Riley's name? Because he couldn't give a damn about you or actual law-abiding American citizens. And yet the next day, the left-wing media attacked him for calling this alleged murderer illegal. They care more about the feelings of these people than they actually do of the American citizens, by basically creating these sanctuary city policies where they refuse to work with ICE and other law enforcement agencies to deport these criminal aliens. All right, they commit a crime, instead of turning them over to ICE, a lot of these cities just let them out the same day. And we see that with these states that have these bail reform policies where you can be let out even after beating someone half to death. This is hands down the most important point made in this entire video that I feel like a lot of people don't really think about that much. They're like, oh, we hear from the left, these people don't vote. Oh, they don't vote in elections. Why are you worried about that? Well, Democrats fight so hard to count them on the census so they can gain extra House seats and extra electoral college votes. All right, they will import illegal aliens into the country to steal voting power from the American people. As of right now, Democrats have about an extra 13 congressional districts due to illegal immigration. Change state voting laws to legalize mass mail in ballots with very, very lax signature verification. All right, we see that right here. Wasn't that supposed to be for COVID? Uh, COVID is gone. All right. Remember Joe Biden said like 3 years ago, the pandemic's over. Why do we still have mail in voting? All right. I can get if you're like overseas, if you're in the army overseas, you can get one. If you're elderly, you can get one. But this mass mail in voting where everybody gets sent the ballot is just absolutely absurd. I can't think of any other country, any other modern first world country that has mail in voting where voting for elections can be done for weeks. They lock in a permanent voting block with campaign promises of lavish benefits and permanent privileges. That's all Democrats really do. Hey, vote for me, I'll give you free stuff. But the catch is, it's never free. Nothing from the government is ever free. It's all taxpayer funded. All right? So they're just promising to give these criminal aliens your money, basically. It's a slap in the face to law abiding citizens in this country. I just gotta say to Gen Z and just young Americans in general, you are supposed to inherit this country from your parents, from your grandparents. All right. They worked hard, built this country, and we're going to pass it off to you as has been done throughout this entire country. But now Democrats are stealing it from you and giving it to criminal aliens. All right. I don't know how anybody, any young person, all right, who can barely afford to live, can't afford a home, can barely afford to eat, with inflation crushing them, would vote for the Democratic Party, as they've made their intentions very clear. They don't care about you, all right? All they care about is importing millions and millions of criminal aliens into your backyard to steal power from you. It almost sounds like they're trying to replace Americans, law abiding Americans. But I'm not talking about this crazy conspiracy that you guys might have heard about Jews replacing us. That's absolutely bogus and crazy. What I'm talking about are people inside the Democratic Party, all right, these globalist Marxists that want to import tens of millions of people into America to destroy American sovereignty. Because these people, where they're coming from, a lot of these places, they don't value freedom, individualism, or a personal property, private property, personal responsibility. That is a foreign concept to most of the world. You have to realize how lucky you are to be in America, where you have these things like property rights, because a lot of places in the world don't have them. All right, they want to import people where these ideas and concepts are foreign, so they don't care about them, and they'll gladly vote them away if they are given benefits. I just want to say that, like, I love immigration, all right? Legal immigration. I think America is the greatest country on the planet, all right? It's the greatest country to ever exist, and everybody should come here, all right? But you have to come here legally. I am so, so down for giving more H-1B visas, all right, to people, all right? High skilled workers, all right? Let's brain drain these other countries, all right? That's a great way to avoid war. You brain drain all these countries, take all their smartest, and you're like, hey, look at all this cool technology we have. You don't want to fight with us. You guys want to be peaceful with us. You guys want to trade with us because we have all this cool stuff. This is a warning to all Americans. You guys aren't going to have a country left soon, all right? The amount of criminal aliens that have entered the country already surpasses around 36 states in the United States. And that's just over a little 3 years, all right? Imagine you have a full 8 years of Joe Biden allowing this to happen. You don't have a country left, all right? What's the solution? Honestly, I don't know, but a good start would be voting for Donald Trump. He is a very flawed candidate, but he is the best we have at this time, all right? I know he's promising one of the biggest deportation efforts in American history, but I just want to warn everybody, you got to be careful because the propaganda, if he wins, if that happens, will be absolutely insane. Remember the kids in cages that Obama built, and they were just migrant holding facilities when it was Obama and Joe Biden in office? They were kids in cages when it was Trump, and now they're back to migrant holding facilities while Biden's back. Well, guess what? They're going to go right back to concentration camps if Trump gets in. All right. You're going to see videos of people being ripped out of their houses. Will it be disturbing? Yes, but you got to think, if you saw a video of someone, a bank robber, being pulled out of the bank vault with stacks of money, and you saw the police dragging them away, you wouldn't feel bad. You're like, hey, that person was stealing. They deserve to get the punishment under the law. It's the exact same thing for these people. You got to look at it. They are stealing from you and your neighbors. All right. They spit in the face of your laws and take all the benefits, all without paying into the system. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? I'd love to know and start a conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.